Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Anderson again, and I would like to wish everyone a happy and safe Memorial Day for 2024. Now, today is the day of remembrance for those of us who have served in the Army, Navy, the Air Force, or the Marines, or the Space Force. But I will also accept people who have served on like emergency services, like say the police force, the the fire department force, the paramedic force, or any of the other emergency services like lifeguards and all that, and Coast Guard and things like that. So, and also, we can't forget about the infamous Space Force, too. I don't know whether it's a serious thing or not, but it's still technically a branch of the armed forces, whether you like it or not. So, anyway, for this year, I decided to talk about a very special song to me. And this song is made by Alicia Beth Moore, or as she's commonly known as Pink, with upside down exclamation point for the I. Now, I was there when Pink started out her singing career with her album Misunderstood, and this song happens to be the last track of the song. It's called My Vietnam, and I know it's like it sounds like another song about Vietnam and all that, which coincides with my Asian History Month, like that stick I do every year. But no, you can apply this to every single American war. For all those who died, who fought and died, and every single American conflict. I'll give you a point if you can figure out where I got that reference from. But yeah, this song is pretty good. It's about a fictionalized vision of herself, which has PTSD. Now, I'll get into that at the end of the video when I talk about, after I talk about the lyrics. But for right now, it's got a good rhythm, good, good, almost like a soul type of track to it, rhythm. It's almost like a jazz type smooth rhythm to it. But it's got in the beginning it's got like sound effects like a mortar fire or cannon fire to be specifically the Vietnam War, or it could be Korea, or it could be I don't think they had that stuff in World War II, but you get the idea. Or it could be the Gulf War for all I know. I think that, given her age, I think that it'd be more proper that she talk about Vietnam, or Nam as people call it. So but later on they feature helicopters, which I know for a fact weren't available in World War II. So Vietnam it is then. So anyway, the song is very, very personal to her, and as such, it can also be interpreted in other ways too. Like, for example, I have my own interpretation that could be different from your interpretation of the song, or some Dick and Harry down the road can have different interpretations of it, along with other people as well. Or people can just say, it's just music and just lyrics. People can say it's good or bad or whatever the case is. Anyway, she talked about how her daddy was a soldier, and that he taught the girl about freedom and all, and everything that we take advantage of. Which, yeah, a lot of people do take advantage of the fact that they can talk to whoever they want, get into relationships with whoever they want, regardless of race, religion, creed, etc., etc. You have the freedom to love who you want, regardless of sexual orientation or non-binary stance or whatever the case is. Or you can, you get whatever animal you want. You can eat whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, pretty much, within the law. So yeah. Also, she talked about how her father got her to feed the poor, which is a very nice thing to do. Builds more character, and it also shows how the poor people love the way she treats them with respect. Which, if you talk to a poor person and you give them food, yeah, they will respect you because you respect them. You did something normal people don't usually do. You just say, you're poor, I don't want you around me anymore. Bye. See ya, bye. Now, her mother, on the other hand, was a lunatic. She always pushed her buttons. Now, we've all had people that on purpose, that, just push the buttons or twist the knife a little bit more. Just to agitate us to get to the basic point. And that her mother always was like that, you're no good for us. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it like this? And she tried to get her to like school, where no one liked school. Even nerds don't like school that much. But here's the thing, she didn't like it because she thought she was pretty clever. Or in other words, she thought she was a clever girl. And that she said that that she thought she was pretty clever girl like Jurassic Park. Anyway, she also said that this Vietnam, she keeps repeating that word over again. It's Vietnam, but she's at war all the time, meaning she's always in conflict with herself because her father's always boosting up her ego, making it, normal, and the mother's always tearing it down, always making her feel inadequate and not all like a good person, like a little person. So you got this conflict going on, and then she says, "What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do to make myself good in your eyes?" Now, this could be a cry to her parents, or could be crying out to a higher power, because we've all had those instances where we're like getting all like nothing goes right you're dropping everything. You always feel like crap. Feel like everything going poorly for you. You have bad luck. Your TV breaks, so everything you touch breaks. Like Jubilee in the X-Men. But then you call out to a higher power, what am I gonna do? What do I have to do to make myself good in your eyes? What did I do wrong? All this stuff. Looking for answers. Some people find it in God, some people find it in religion, some people find it in other people, some people find it, better to just sleep it off for a day or so. Some people it takes a week for them to figure out. But then it goes on to say, this is my Vietnam I'm at war. They keep on dropping bombs on me, and I keep score. Kind of like it, more or less like like everything good is happening to me, but then there's always something that strikes me back in my mind. There's always something that holds me back. Like with Thanos, he got all the power in the universe, but there's always a mental block in his head that that I'm destined for greatness, but I don't believe I can do it. Or I'm destined to fail. Or I want to fail. Now, back to my interpretation of this. This could be a thing for disabled people as well too, being that they have we have our own little wars and battles. I'm not talking about just getting food and stuff. That's it's a little minor thing, but I'm talking about like society as a whole. That for the most part, society is not equipped to deal with a person in a wheelchair. So every time that we have to drive and go somewhere or have fun, it's like a battle for us. We have allies, we have friends, we have family and all that, but for the most part, if we didn't have any of that, it'd be like us dealing with it ourselves. So it'd be like 20 times rougher than if somebody else were to do it. So, that's kind of like what we gotta deal with. And I'll talk about that more when I do a video on Terrorist Challenge later on in this year. But, she ends up, when Pink exit sings more of "This is my Vietnam," they're dropping bombs on me and stuff, but actually, she does this thing where she talks like, as she's singing, it sounds like she's talking into like a microphone that becomes into a megaphone, like the army beasts have and stuff. So that's really kind of nice, and it leads it to the whole a nice rendition of rock anthem of the Star Spangled Banner. A real good one too, not like a Roseanne which does everything on purpose, like bad and all that. Also, whenever people are mean to the disabled, it's like for some people it can be almost devastating, like 10 times worse than your average put down for an average person, because we strive for excellence, you have to work harder for something. You have to work double or triple hard just to get the one recognition of a normal person. So to get the thing away from us by someone casually being bullied or being asked or whatever, that can be devastating to people. So you walk the fine line of having to be extra vigilant and extra careful to be excellent. So that kind of that can be harsh for people. Extra harsh, I should say. Like if someone's a you stupid fucking retard. Some people might actually take that to heart. There's something wrong about that. Now, I mentioned about PTSD. That'd be post-traumatic stress disorder. And that's a real condition in people. Now, I don't know the exact triggers for these things, but it comes from horrific events that happen to people. And the people in the military and emergency services like fire, police, paramedic, etc., they have to deal with very crucial life and death situations on a daily basis almost. So they have to deal with like fight or flight conditioning too, where they have to take shots, take risks, or save people, because if they crack under the pressure, people will suffer and die for it. So that's where they come. That's where they can get PTSD from. The military, you know about, because they're under stress every day. There's two books that I'm gonna reread for this called On Combat and On Killing, in which Lieutenant Grossman says, Lieutenant Colonel Grossman says, that when there's an inverse ratio to distance versus the amount of PTSD someone experiences when killing a person and when in combat with somebody, under intense combat situations like war or like it's killing someone. For example, let's say you're on a bomber, okay, and there's always the possibility that you're doing the killing or the combat training for just the job. You don't enjoy it, you don't like it, you don't take pleasure in it, you just do it for the job. And, let's say you're in a bomber and it's your job to target a group of buildings, possibly with the vein in it. You will suffer less PTSD from doing the bombing run than, let's say, someone that done on the ground, using hand-to-hand combat and killing people that way. Because first of all, you see the faces of the people you kill. Second of all, you're in close proximity to that. And number three, you're actually using your hands to do the killing, where an airplane pilot is just from a very far distance away. They don't actually know the people that they're attacking, and they're using technology to do the murder for them. So there's a big difference psychologically, because we're always taught to, be friendly toward people, be nice to people for the most part. And for combat, people are deprogrammed and then rebuilt into a killing machine that they can kill on demand, because more likely the people who you're sent to destroy or neutralize are out for your blood as well. So it's either kill or be killed. And it's very horrible war. War changes people. Men and women changes people. That's why when you see people that kind of war, fresh out of war, they have 1,000 years there. Like, I just killed a bunch of innocents. And I don't want to talk about it to anybody except my therapist, which is okay, but in my book, because I know people who have killed others who are changed because of that, and that's okay. We need to we need to accept them for what they did, and if they want to talk about it, we don't make fun of them. We don't judge them for it. We just say, okay, it's okay. You talk about when you want to talk about it. Also, with Vietnam, there was a very interesting condition with it, because when veterans came back home to America, they weren't greeted with happy messages. Many of the people who were protesting this and that were very anti-war, and they passed it on to say that all the people who were involved in the war were bad, evil, whatnot. So whenever they would say, they would call the American GIs, baby killers, horrible people, rapists, and all that stuff, like the casualties of war. But in this case, not every, that was only like a minority of people who did those horrible things to innocent babies and women and children and whatnot. That kind of thing. We should honor our vets. We should always give them respect and allow them to have the dignity that they deserve. And we shouldn't try to disgrace them or make fun of them or whatever. Always have them respect because they fight for your freedoms. If it's a win for those people, we wouldn't have things like that. Gay marriage, or say the freedom to say what we want, the freedom to do this and that and the other thing too. So they defend our nation, they defend our coastline, or whatever, our way of life. So we should be grateful to them. I can also apply this Vietnam song to people who have horrible diseases like AIDS, HIV/AIDS, cancer, and other horrible diseases, which some people lose their battles with it. Some people find cures, and people go into remission, all that other stuff. So, I thank you for watching my video on My Vietnam by Pink. It's a very influential song for me. Very good. I like the thoughts speaker better than like the dichotomy between the father and the mother characters. I just love the song. And I love Pink too. She's awesome. Why Pink? I have no, why the color Pink? I have no idea. But then we got Blackpink in Korea. I'm not gonna go into them for this year, but yeah. So have a happy and safe Memorial Day for 2024. I would have done this later on, but I just found out that it's May 27th. I thought it was the 31st. I assumed it was the 31st, but you know what happens when you assume, make an ass out of you and me. And as such, I give this song my happy face seal approval, because it's awesome. And there's nothing you can do about it. So remember, guys, we'll honor your fallen soldiers for whatever it might be. Honor your policemen, your firefighters, etc., etc., and emergency services. Anyway, if you guys like what you see here and you want more of my videos, you can always like, comment, share, and more importantly, subscribe to my channel. Or if you want to influence my future stuff, you can always call me or text me at 631-707-3707. And if you want, you can reach me at Twitter or X if you prefer at P Melson Pro. It's P Melson Pro. Also, my email is JJ's viewing channel at gmail.com. So, as from all you military veterans who have, who haven't made it through, who have passed away in combat, or who are MIA, missing in action, or killed in action, and I would also like to say peace out, my brothers and sisters, and I wish you all a happy and safe Memorial Day for 2024. Honor your fallen soldiers and emergency workers. See you in the next one. Aloha, or you girls are guys in the land.